everyone, it's Mrs. Frugal from impossiblyfrugal.com, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of Who Gives a Crap. So before I get started with the unboxing, I thought it would be great to talk about why we decided to try Who Gives a Crap. And you can see my cat already loves it, and we haven't even opened the box yet. I think he is just excited to play around with the empty box once we open it. But as you know, we moved to Oregon, and in Oregon, this is a very green state. Everyone is all about reducing, reusing, and recycling. And it's kind of forced us to think a little bit more about what we're using on a day-to-day basis and how we can kind of reduce the amount of plastic that we're buying and the things that we're purchasing. And so one big thing that has a lot of plastic on it is toilet paper. A lot of times we buy our toilet paper in a big, huge pack from Costco. It comes wrapped in plastic. And so we wanted to kind of look at what are some alternatives, things that come not wrapped in plastic, and also maybe something that is using recycled paper or other alternatives to kind of be friendlier to the environment and cut down on trees. So we decided to take a look at Who Gives a Crap and went through and ordered. And I'll talk a little bit later about the cost comparison and all of that, but let's dive into taking a look at the box. So as you can see, I have a couple of different boxes here because we went ahead and didn't just order toilet paper, but we also wanted to try some of their other products. So we got paper towels as well as tissue boxes. So we'll go ahead and open this one up here and see what we have. So you can see it's in a nice cardboard box, which is great. We can kind of break that down and recycle it later. It says, "Thanks for giving a crap." And another really cool thing about them is they donate 50% of their profits to help build toilets in places where there's poor hygiene and they don't always have toilets. So really great cause. Looks like this box is paper towels. So get you have a look here. You can see it comes in a pack of 6 paper towels. You can see that they're wrapped in paper, which is nice. We can recycle that, and we're kind of reducing the plastic that we're using. So it looks like this is a roll of paper towels. And I'll go ahead and just open this up so we can kind of take a look of what it looks like, what the feel is. So we have a roll of paper towels. It's got a little design on it. It looks like your standard paper towel roll. It does feel a little bit different. I can automatically tell from touching it that it doesn't feel like paper, which it's not. It's actually a mix of bamboo and sugarcane, actually. So it is much different. Here's going to be what a sheet looks like of paper towels. So I'll try cleaning up a spill a little bit later to show you kind of what that looks like when you're using that. But you break it off into sheets, and yeah, I mean, it looks like your standard paper towel roll to me. It definitely feels a little bit different. We'll kind of see how it looks with a spill later. But yeah, I think a great alternative, looking good so far in terms of trying to reduce our plastic and be friendlier to the environment. So that is the paper towels. Let's go ahead and open up this big old box here, which I'm sure is gonna have our toilet paper and probably our tissue paper as well. Are you with me? And at the very top here, you can see we've got our paper towels, or I'm sorry, our tissue boxes. So we've got a bunch of boxes lined up here. And I'm guessing underneath this is going to be where our toilet paper is. See? toilet paper, what we initially ordered this for. And we've got rolls. So we definitely open that up and see what that looks like. So again, it looks like your standard roll of toilet paper. It's a good size. I was afraid it'd be like a tiny little wimpy roll, but no, it's definitely a good size. I can definitely tell it's got some thickness to it, which is nice. And it does feel super soft, which the Costco brand of toilet paper that we usually get doesn't feel this soft. So this is actually really nice. A good softness to it. And yeah, good sized roll as well, which is great. So let's go ahead and open up one of those and see what that looks like. So again, just your standard tissue box, but definitely a more environmentally friendly option. So I'm pulling one out. A couple of them came out all at once. And yeah, same kind of like a good thickness to it. It does seem a lot stronger too. I feel like if you did this to regular tissue, it would break instantly. I'm sure if I did it a little bit harder, it would. But definitely some good thickness to it. Feels soft as well. And yeah, a good start so far. All right, so now I want to try and put it to the test a little bit. So you can see I've got the paper towels here, I've got the tissue paper, and I've got the toilet paper. And I want to try and use it to clean up a little spill that I'm going to make here. And I wanted to use some type of colored liquid so that we could see it on the actual paper itself. And so I was going to use some of my unsweetened chocolate almond milk. So I will go ahead and make some spills of that and try and clean it up with each of these products and see how it does. Okay, so I'll use the paper towel first. So this is the paper towel. This is one sheet, the first sheet that I ripped off. And let's see how it does. So you can see it's definitely soaking it up. So this is just one sheet. It did leave a little bit of residue behind, so maybe we'll take more than just the one sheet. But you can see here it cleaned it up, and it ripped a little bit here on the end when I pulled it. So not the strongest thing in the world, but I would say it's not any worse probably than my regular paper towel that I use. So let me just use another sheet here. Clean up the rest so that it can give me a clean slate to start with the other ones. So yeah, definitely I think 2 is what's gonna be the best here for the paper towels. Actually, I do want to try the paper towel again really quickly because I noticed I used just the first initial sheet from the paper towel roll, and it's actually that first little bit that's kind of connects it all together is actually a lot smaller than what a regular sheet looks like. So you can see that's a lot bigger than that initial sheet. So maybe that could be why it kind of broke down really quickly and didn't work that great, and I needed a second sheet. So let's just kind of retry this really quick and see how it does. I think that's about how much I used last time, maybe a little bit more, we'll see. So it's a much larger sheet. I'm gonna stick that on there. You can see it's picking it up immediately. And then I'm just gonna, you can see it did leave some stuff behind, but if I kind of go over it again with the parts that I didn't lay down on it the first time, comes up pretty good. So yeah, maybe you only do need one sheet. It looks like their sheets are a bit larger than what you see on a regular paper towel roll, and there's still some pieces you can see that are dry. So there's that too. but it looks like it worked a lot better that time with the full sheet. All right, so now we've got the tissues. So I'll do a little bit less because usually you're not going to be cleaning up a big spill with tissues. So this is just one tissue right here. Again, it was pretty strong when I pulled on it, so I'm curious to see how it does. And I'm just going to clean that up. And yeah, it did pretty good. It is ripping a little bit now. It's not, doesn't seem as strong as it was the first time, but it definitely cleaned it up, no problem. And then last but not least, the toilet paper. So again, I'll make a little spill here. That was probably a little bit more than I did for the tissue paper, but I definitely know it's going to be more than one sheet of toilet paper, but let's just start with one and see how that does. I'm just going to place that on. Cleaned it up pretty quick. So actually did pretty good. It's breaking down immediately, which toilet paper should do. So I can't open it back up to show you what it looks like. There's still a little bit of wetness left, so let me use another sheet here and just kind of get the rest. And yeah, so it looks like 2 sheets did that. I'm kind of guilty of when I go to the bathroom twirling a lot around my hands, so it doesn't look like I have to do that anymore. But we'll try this out for a little bit, see how it works. But next, let's kind of talk about the cost comparison and the impact of that. All right, so let's talk about the cost a little bit. So what I'm going to be focusing primarily on is the cost of the toilet paper, because that is really what we were wanting, what we were looking at replacing, and the rest we just kind of got just to kind of try it and see if it was worth getting all the other items as well. But what we really wanted to focus on for the purpose of this video was the toilet paper. So usually before wanting to try this, we would get our toilet paper from Costco. We do a lot of shopping at Costco. It's a great place to go to save money and buy things in bulk. And so for a big pack of toilet paper at Costco, it is $19.99. And when we bought a pack of this on Who Gives a Crap, it was $52. And so immediately you're probably thinking, whoa, that's much more expensive. Why would you switch it off? But when you kind of break it down and look at what actually is included in each pack, they're pretty similar. And it's not a huge cost difference at all. So for Costco, for $19.99, that includes 30 rolls. And in each roll is 425 sheets. And the toilet paper is 2-ply. So that's the Costco brand that we're used to. And that's kind of the gist of what you get in that pack. With Who Gives a Crap, it's 48 rolls in a pack. It's actually 3-ply, and it's 400 sheets per roll. So you can see a little bit more sheets per roll in the Costco brand, but the Who Gives a Crap brand, you're getting 3-ply, and you're also getting more rolls in the pack. So I wanted to have like a one-to-one comparison for the two to see like what the actual cost is when you break it down per sheet, per roll, taking into account for the 3-ply versus 2-ply. So what I did is I took the cost for both. I divided that by the number of rolls. Then I divided that by the number of sheets per roll. And then I divided that either by 2 if it was 2-ply or 3 if it was 3-ply. So I'm getting all the way down to the cost per sheet per ply. And so when I did that for the Costco brand, the cost is 0.00078. And for the Who Gives a Crap brand, the cost per sheet per ply is 0.0009. So it is a little bit more costly, but really not a huge difference. And I think taking into account the fact that we're eliminating that plastic, The fact that, you know, it's better for the environment that this organization donates half of its profit to be able to get toilets into countries that don't have the best hygiene and don't have access to toilets, something that is really silly that we kind of take for granted, but in other countries it's a huge problem. So just based on that alone, the cost difference is not a huge deal. And from feeling it, it definitely feels thicker and smoother. I can tell the 3-ply versus 2-ply difference. Also, the fact that it's made out of bamboo instead of paper, I can feel that it definitely feels a little bit different as well. So, you know, we're going to try this out, see, you know, I can do this video and I can show you how it picks up spills, but the real test is for us to kind of implement these new products into our lives, see how they work for us, see what's good and what isn't good. And I'll definitely do a short video later to kind of update everyone on how it's going, how we're liking it, if we're thinking that little cost difference is worth it. But so far, just based off of facts and what I've seen and what I've felt so far, I think it's a really good deal. And, you know, I like that it eliminates that plastic packaging, that it's made out of something other than paper, you know, where tons of trees are cut down every year to make paper products. So we were kind of looking for something that was at least made with recycled paper, but the fact that this is made from something different completely is really awesome, and I'm really excited to see how it works when I put into actual practice in my life. But leave a comment and let me know what you think, if you've tried Who Gives a Crap or if you're interested in trying it. Really excited to kind of share how things go, and I'll keep you posted. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave me a comment to let me know what you thought of Who Gives a Crap's products. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep updated on other product reviews that we have, and you can check in and see how we're liking our Who Gives a Crap products. You can also follow us on social media, but I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until next time.